transcode and convert, and it takes forever. So while my computer is doing that and I can't do any more editing, I'm going to do some gameplay. This is my yellow lantern. I'm debating if I should keep him or not, because I only want to keep characters I really want to play with. It always sounds bad. I should stop saying play with. Play as, and all that jazz. And I'm missing something. I'm looking somewhere around my room. I thought I was ready to go. I thought I was all good. Oh, there it is. Sweet. It is my phone. Let's see. 8:35. Not too bad. Oh, cruising down here in Los Angeles, city of LA. Alright, I make my own songs, don't try and look it up. If you Shazam it, it's going to come out nothing. So yeah, this is my yellow lantern, and he's had a couple weapons. My whole issue is that his powers look very similar to the green. The only thing is that they're yellow and he's a bad guy. So I don't know if playing as this character is fulfilling. So Bull Track, I might have you. Whoa, did you see that top left hand corner where it says level 21 in his name? Look, another bar shows up. I wonder if that's another stat bar for when you're flying. So anyways, I'm gonna be this character, and I'm just gonna look for items and things and see if in case I do want to keep him. However, I don't recommend deleting a character. I recommend before you do, email all your money and tradable items to another character, so your hard work isn't in vain. You know what I mean? That's very important. I mean, that would just mean all that stuff goes away. If you see my previous videos, this is the same part where Black Zero hit for DCEU, where the World Engine was striking to create Centennial Park. I love that detail. I mean, the DCEU is such a precious, detailed, well-refined gem that needs to be taken care of. It doesn't need to be fixed. It's not broken. It's just really awesome. Yes, we did fly between Superman's legs. Whatever. I would love to live in an apartment right here, close to the park. That'd be nice. I'm pretty sure the rent would be similar to that of New York City, so it's going to be pretty high. LA is no different either. But we don't have the snowy season, which is nice. I like to think about snow. I like to visit the snow. I don't like to live with it and deal with it, so no thank you. If we were to live in epic tundra, I don't know, I said epic Arctic tundra or something. Then we had no access to be warm. Oh, we like, dang, just feed me to a pack of zombie penguins and be done with it. I think that'd be good. Let's see what's going on here. I like the shade from under this, I like this freeway and Metrolink. This is a freeway, right? Yeah, isn't that cool, having the freeway go above ground? This is a huge out connector. Traffic must be painful here. You do see the schematic used in definitely Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. They use Metropolis designs very much like this. See, Metropolis has this future look and retro look combined into each other. So it's realistic and retro at the same time. Look at these arches. These are like building designs you'd see accomplished in like a Star Wars movie, like for Coruscant or Bespin. And that's the way Metropolis should feel. Which is why when, not to sound like a dick, but in Man of Steel, when they were destroying the, the city and the area to terraform the planet. The destruction was taking down buildings, and I was thinking, well, if they rebuild them with all the technology, maybe we can, in the future of the DCEU, have Metropolis look like this. That'd be cool. Because if you see the Target edition of the special features of Man of Steel, they have this wonderful Lex Luthor study. Yes, they had a Lex Luthor study series of these little videos just analyzing Kryptonian technology. And all the weapons, they were able to find out ancient artifacts and archives and little data information in the memory of the gear and technology to find out more about Krypton's culture. It was so fascinating, and after I saw that, I was like, wow, they know this much? Holy crap. After I saw that, I was like, alright, they could definitely easily bring in Doomsday, or, you know, a creature like Doomsday with Kryptonian leftover technology. It made so much sense. So that by the time I got to BvS, it was like, dang, this is easy. This makes sense, because they are caught up, and the last thing they need is to analyze the kryptonite. And then they can make cures, they can make new technology advancements, and they could also weaponize a bunch of stuff too. So Lex Luthor, I was hoping he would have a power suit or something, and I was hoping we'd fight Lex Luthor in a power suit, but we got Doomsday instead, and it was alright. I have no problem with that. It was like Doomsday Beta, because he didn't get all his stuff yet. And it was actually a resurrected creature, so it wasn't an exact Doomsday. And if you're familiar with, alright, there's two stories of Doomsday. One is the animated series where Cadmus took DNA from Superman and manipulated it and whatever, and created Doomsday to kill Superman. That is alright, but I think that's too much ability advancements for Cadmus to do, because if they could do that, then they could easily just come up with a poison or bio weapon to attack Kryptonians. So I thought that was all kind of stupid, but you know, it's an animated series, and at the time that's all we had, so we took it and we're like, yeah. The animated series of Justice League was pretty much our animated series of X-Men. It was that good. It's Oscar worthy, right? Let's see where this goes. So then, the other one is that Doomsday is Kryptonian tech. Like, he was designed biologically to be a weapon to protect Krypton, and they lost control of that. So there were other versions of Doomsday and lesser versions, but Doomsday was the one that we know is the prime one, and there's a story where that is Kryptonian. The original one is unknown alien creators, and I like that one more because more mystery makes it more scary and leaves more room to play with, rather than making everything conveniently, oh this is Krypton, oh this is Cadmus. So that's my favorite. So what we got in the DCEU was more of a, I'm a little bit sick, but yeah, what we got in the DCEU was more of a it was more of the Cadmus story, with a little bit of the Kryptonian origin of Doomsday. So they used a little bit of both. Cadmus, why I say Cadmus is because that's human science and scientists putting shit together. Except instead of Cadmus, it was LexCorp, which is just as formidable in technology and advancements in research. So instead of Cadmus, it was Lex Luthor, which is cool. And they used Kryptonian technology, and they said that it's against the law to... Oh wow, this is where it ends. It's against the law for them to do genetic manipulation of that caliber, and that would mean that Doomsdays can be made from Krypton. Which means the original Doomsday probably still exists out there, and then the Doomsday that Lex made was a premature Doomsday, which is why he wasn't as strong, which is why he didn't look like our Doomsday, because it was from Zod's body. It wasn't the Doomsday that we know, but it was equivalent to. So I'm not ruling out in DCEU. Well, if they're smart, with all this knowledge that I know, they clearly have access to. They could do that, but now we're in a limbo. It's hard to be a DC fan who loves the movies because they're spitting in our faces. They being Warner Brothers. So that's my whole doomsday spiel. I don't know how I got into that, but hey, whatever's on the mind. I love the design of this game. It's very well thought out. Good job, everyone. Love it. I just hope they utilize every space. Like some of those alleyways could turn into another mission later. But I think they are, because you could have your base almost anywhere. Anywhere that's available, that is. And that's a great use of the space. I don't know how many people actually use the base system. I do. I love the base system. I got my Lex Luthor character to have her base in the front of Lex Tower, which is great. When I make these characters, I also think of a story for them too, so it makes the whole experience that much more rich and fun. Very curious of where this goes now. Like the whole track. Oh, this is another drop-off point. Dang, it'd be so cool to live in a place like this. Minus all the danger. Then again, with all the danger, I guess rent wouldn't be that high after all. Or maybe it would with all the... Nah, it wouldn't. There's a lot of rich people in here giving back to the community. Shit, even Lex Luthor gives back to the community to a safe base, so... I'm pretty sure he has a good health plan. However, if he wants to take you and make you vanish and not see your family anymore, and make your family vanish, make you do something, he can do that too. So maybe that goes against the healthcare plan. That's like the fine print. You get great healthcare, except if I need you. It don't matter. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not good at writing slogans. Here's another drop-off point. That's very cool. Dang, this is a long loop-de-loop. Whoosh. Can't really cross, I guess, unless it's a hover. Oh, do you see that? Look at that. I bet you, if this thing works, this extends and blocks over it. Because look at this. Over all the way on this side. This one is over. And look, it's got those bumpers to stop the way. So they definitely shut down the Metro link for the crisis at hand. That's very smart. Why would you have people travel here when you got an alien invasion looming above? Alien ships you cannot move. Not even Superman can move. You just have to wait it out until they leave and you defeat their forces and defend yourself. This is a pretty cool, interesting concept and setup. I love DC Universe Online. This is really cool. And the story continues, by the way. Update 98 happened, and we got new story content. Superman's back. He was dead. Now he's back. That's good. So this game does have its own story advancements, and I'd say this, if you miss the modern era, if you do not like New 52, if you miss that modern era, you should be playing DC Universe Online, because DC Universe Online in a way is a rebirth of that modern era before New 52, and it continues from that modern era that we love so much. You know, the Michael Turner, Supergirl, and all that stuff. Yeah, that's this. So, and it's an ongoing story, so it's continuing. So hardcore DC Comics fans, I mean, why not? This is the best playground for all of us who love DCEU, DC Comics, DCU, DC this, DC that, everything DC. Not just that, but even other people can play it too. I preach it all the time. I've seen people play as He-Man, One Punch Man, Goku. I've seen Ryu and Ken. You always see a Deadpool. I've seen Thor. I've seen Captain America. I've seen Iron Man, Hulk, Spider-Man. You know, it's creative enough to do any outlet. And they just released a new Batman mask that can double for Wolverine mask. That's legit. Wow, this is a long, long way. Once I find it, I'm going to end this video because I think I said enough to make a decent video to give you some information, do something different and new. See, these things that block the way. That means people can't commute that way. They have to take Uber or drive or walk. I doubt the subway system is working since this Metrolink is down. Because, oh look, see, there's action above. Ain't no one's going to be taking the Metrolink and get shot. And it stops here. Wow. Are we in Suicide Slums? That would suck if your address said Suicide Slums. You'd be like, dang, I failed at life. My own street wants me to give up. Ooh, there's a citizen there. I could do a petty crime and rob him.
Yes, I've got the reason. If I ever find out who you are, you're gonna hear from my lawyer.
No, I could just hit him. That's stupid. That's it? Oh, I took his money. Alright, this guy's a bad guy. I guess I'll keep him until I don't need to. Let's get it so I can unlock it from my other characters. I like my dominance on others. Alright. Well, we found the whole Metrolink. It looks like it covered everything except Chinatown. Obviously not the other side of the ocean over here. There's that little side of Metropolis all over there too. And I would think, here we go. I'll show you where Gotham is. Metropolis is bigger than Gotham, by the way. Alright, it looks like we're in the clouds. I wish we could go higher than this. Wow, that is a big city. We just covered it. So, y'all, the distance I see above me over there, I believe that area is Gotham. Because over here, onwards, there's nothing much. I think that's more north. Actually, now that I say it, I wish you could go further up in those areas, but they got crazy and put too many building. It looks like we're surrounded by land and we're on just some big ass lake. That's not right. That's not correct. Maybe it's like this little curve somewhere's out into the ocean. We need that. We need to take down. All right. That whole area behind Bulltrack, that all needs to go. That all needs to be the Atlantic Ocean. So, I always think Gotham is north of Metropolis. So now that I'm thinking about it, I think up that way would be to Gotham. Wait, that's south. I am right, this is north. Okay, so that way, that direction, where he's pointing to with his power ring, that direction is Gotham, that little blue lined area. And that's where Gotham would be, realistically speaking. Because they're sister cities. I've always said that. I always analyze that. Why? Because in Batman comics, Batman had access to the Statue of Liberty from his bay. Or a bay, right? And Superman's town, Metropolis, had access to the Statue of Liberty too. So, and then Gotham is mostly gloomier, rainier, more snow. So I always assumed Gotham was north of the sister city of Metropolis. And then guess what? They used that in BvS, and I called it. Of course, no one listens to good old Koj. It gets on my nerves, but I got over it like 10 years ago. But now, anyone who doesn't listen to me and things come to pass, I just think it's pathetic. So, all you claiming that Snyder Cut's a myth and all that, don't be pathetic. I like that little swoop. Alright, I'm gonna go to the club, pitch a drink, and think if I'm going to leave this character or not later on. But I'm not inspired to advance this character. I just really wanted Yellow Lantern, but I have nothing to do with him. And it's the same powers as my Green Lantern. I'm having so much fun with her. So, Boltrack, you might be on your way out, homie. But I will remember you. I will put you in my comics. I will draw it. It'll be cool. Dang, it's popping here in the club. Look at all these people showing up. That person's still looking for clothes. Wow, that is a dope crate. That has to be like a Kratos-inspired person. Look at that. That's clearly Kratos. What's his name? Veil-based Prado. Okay. Whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna just go dancing in the club. This music's not my scene. Hold on. Let's go to Gotham. Maybe I can do some missions in Gotham as well. Oh wait, I'm going to delete it. Let's go to Burnley. That's Gotham. And then I think I'll call this quits. And then I'll do a little Gatorade run. And then do some laundry. And then jump on Skyrim. Run in a really good spot. There you go. Here's a club. I don't like the music here. Hold on. There's better music at the other one. I mean, the music's cool here for chilling, but this guy needs something a little bit more. There you go, Burnley. North Burnley. Burnley and then North Burnley. Huh. That's funny. There we go. This has like a... Alright, there's like a band I love from Chicago. Or one of their record labels was in Chicago. But they're called Sister Machine Gun. Industrial band. They're popping until Dr. Dre, he bought out the rights to the company and bought out rights to the music artists. Fired all the music artists but kept their contracts. So any album you bought on the market of those industrial alternative metal artists, all that money went straight to Dr. Dre's pocket and not the artist. So the artists were always like, yeah, rip our music, download it, we don't care because we're not seeing any money of it. System Machine Gun was one of them. So then, I mean, that's how Snoop Dogg got put on the map. I mean, it was smart, but was it ethical? No. Was it moral? No. So ever since then, I never supported anything from Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg. Sorry, but that's just not right. I mean, I admire the ambition and the drive, but how to get there and screwing over artists just to fund one artist, that was not right. That was not moral. So I'm not a fan of that. Although I do love Snoop Dogg, so I do support Snoop Dogg when he appears on other people's tracks, just not under that label. That's where I stand. And Snoop Dogg's big enough. He does his own stuff now, so it's cool. But that's in the past, and they've done great stuff, you know. Got Eminem out, and I just hope that the artists are being treated well, because I don't trust that process. And I thought that was bad. But in order to push Snoop Dogg, you needed so much power and backing. I just wish they didn't do it the way they did. But anyways, this music reminds me of Sister Machine Gun. That's why I'm here. This is cool. Sister Machine Gun is legit. Chris Randall is dope. I've met him a few times at the concert, so all good stuff.
The Joker requested you join up with him in Cape Carmine. Up for more mayhem?
I just might be. Oh look, there's another Yellow Lantern. Dang, I'm not that original. Ay. So yeah, anyways, there we go. Bonus story over there. Information. Is this another mission? Oh, it's just that. Alright, well, I'm gonna be here dancing with the ladies. There we go. That's how we dance. Alright, this is kind of making me win him. This guy's winning me over just by doing that. I'll play around with this character. I'll see if I could press myself, actually. Now I'm up for the challenge. I'm not going to delete this character. I'm going to stick it through. Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, what? No! I got one too many things to drink. Yeah. There we go. That's how he chills. In Justice style. Alright guys, well, guys and girls, homies and homegirls, thanks for watching, ladies and gents, monsters and monsters. See you next episode video. It's gonna be the Skyrim one, Legend of Keita. It's the 100th video I am doing, and I still haven't beat that game, so you can join me on my documentation of beating that game, or I'll do some Overwatch. But either way, be well, and release the SNyder cut. Love ya. Alright, check it.